Today we're looking at exploding corpses and using fallen adventurers as traps in your D&D campaign. The party walks into a cramped hallway, torches held aloft to light their way. Off in the distance they see what looks like a fallen adventurer. As they approach, they are careful to check for traps or monsters and see what may have caused the end for this poor soul. Once they're sure the area is clear, they begin looting the body. No sense in letting gear go to waste. Upon disturbing the corpse, they notice it begins to swell, quickly doubling in size in the cramped corridor. Before anyone knows what's happening, the body explodes into a cloud of noxious gases and knocks the nearest heroes off their feet. Was looting worth it? Exploding corpses are a trap you can use after you've tried a lot of other standard tricks. The basic trap setup includes a lootable corpse, some other indication of obvious danger, and a simple trigger of disturbing the body. The trap damage and effects are very adjustable and should be scaled for your party. The body used should be thematic to the area and very clearly appear lootable. This trap may not work for a cleric or paladin-heavy group that opposes looting fellow adventurers. However, this may get them if they insist on burial of some sort. Once the body is disturbed, the trap goes off and the players have a limited chance to salvage any loot that may have been there. An exploding corpse trap allows you to inject story-relevant lore. The players may recognize something about the body, a crest, or an armor style. The corpse should have indicators on how they died that warn players of danger. Additionally, the rewards on the body can easily be story-related elements: a map, a journal, a key for a door in the dungeon. This trap can also be used to tell your players about the particular dungeon they are in. What kind of monster might set a trap with a corpse? How the trap is described will be crucial for your players. It could have been filled with a volatile chemical just as easily as it could have been enchanted with magic. It can work great for necromancers, but it can also be used in a kobold or goblin lair. Searching the body should yield obvious rewards. Whoever set the trap will have put something on it that looks enticing to the group and probably took everything else of value. If you put items like maps or keys on the body, they should be hidden in secret pouches safe from the explosion. More obvious rewards should be plain to see, like some gold spilled out of a pouch, or a statuette clutched in their hands. The trigger for this trap is when the players begin disturbing the body. You might want to ask your players how thorough they're being when they search. A quick search might not trigger the trap, but rifling through pockets or a backpack definitely should. These traps are meant to be simple, so it's best to use a low DC save for negated or halved damage. You could even have someone roll a dexterity check to see if they set off the trap in the first place. The trap should do some sort of AoE damage. It's designed to punish indiscriminate looting and reward careful curiosity. When the trap explodes, you can have it do normal force damage, but consider using gases, poison, or acid effects to make the trap more interesting. Your players may be suspicious of a downed adventurer, and for good reason. If someone rolls an investigation check, you might describe ways in which the body was doctored. An incision on the chest might be visible, or it might be more obvious that the body was dragged to the spot after death. Further investigation can be rewarded with more information about the trap. However, deeper investigation may have a chance to set off the trap on low rolls, or discover the mechanism of the trap on high rolls. Some trap mechanics are just hidden and can't be discovered without setting off the trap. If you say it's full of volatile chemicals, there aren't a lot of ways that they could disarm the trap. But do let them try to come up with reasonable solutions. Magic triggers are simple. Does anyone know Dispel Magic? Then let them dispel it. Don't make things overly complicated. Exploding corpses punish loot vultures and rogues who don't share loot, and are best used for thematic purposes. They can offer you a neat way to set some expectations for a dungeon. We suggest not using this trap with first-time players who have not seen traps before. It's novel for hardened players, but it might give newbies the idea that everything is trapped and dangerous. If you do this to new players, you quickly get the kind of player who shouts, "I check for traps!" every time they enter a room. Be kind to your newbies, they're soft and squishy still. If you're interested in more trap ideas or other Dungeon Master advice, check out our other videos. You can find more advice at masterthedungeon.com. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe or consider supporting us on Patreon. Happy DMing!